Hi, it's me, Dr. Prasad Patil. I'm continuing my class series on organic chemistry. This is class number 5, General Organic Reactions, covering substitution nucleophilic reactions. So, organic reactions can be mainly classified as substitution reactions, addition reactions, elimination reactions, and rearrangement. Even the rearrangement can be followed with the substitution reaction, that is, substitution reaction with rearrangement, or addition reaction with rearrangement, and elimination reaction with rearrangement. So, with rearrangement, without rearrangement, the organic reaction can also happen. So, here more preference I am giving to substitution reaction. Remaining topics will be covered in coming classes. So, substitution reaction can be have been with the attack of nucleophile, then we call it as nucleophilic substitution reaction, or electrophilic substitution reaction, as well as free radical substitution reaction. Three categories are there under organic reactions with the substitution reaction. So nucleophilic substitution reaction without a rearrangement, one of the example is given 2-chlorobutane converted to butanol or 2-butanol, butanol 2 is an example for a nucleophilic substitution reaction without a rearrangement. Whereas if it is 2-chloro-3-methyl butane conversion to 2-methyl 2-butanol is an example for a substitution reaction with rearrangement. So here you can see that in this type of rearrangement, the substituted functional group is not attached to the same carbon which had the earlier functional group. So nucleophilic substitution reactions can be classified as SN1, the substitution nucleophilic unimolecular, substitution nucleophilic bimolecular, substitution nucleophilic internal, substitution nucleophilic tetrahedral, substitution nucleophilic aromatic, and substitution nucleophilic benzene, as well as substitution nucleophilic diazotization reactions. So SN1 and SN2 are mainly given by alkyl halides, alcohols, ethers, and alkyl amines. So example, an alkyl halide on a reaction with a solvent which is a protic solvent giving the corresponding alcohol, it can be explained with a SN1 mechanism. Whereas if it is a aprotic solvent, say RX reacts with the KOH to give corresponding alcohol, is followed with it can be explained with the SN2 reactions or SN2 mechanism. The ethers reaction with HX to give alkyl halide can be explained both with the SN1 and SN2 reaction based on the ether alkyl group, its substituted alkyl groups based on their nature. It can be SN1 or SN2. Amines RNH2 reacts with the NaNO2 and HCl to give corresponding alcohol is an example for SN1 reaction, SN1 type reaction mechanism. Alcohol reacts with alkyl halide to give HX to give alkyl halide is an example for SN1 reaction. Alcohol reacts with thionyl chloride SOCl2 in presence of pyridine to give alkyl chloride is an example for SN2 type of reaction mechanism. So here the last example, thionyl chloride and pyridine. If the pyridine is not present and it is an aromatic alcohol or an alcohol react with the thionyl chloride, or if the alcohol, if the R group is chiral carbon, then we will be getting a different type of reaction mechanism which is known as the SNI. Therefore, reaction with the thionyl chloride in the absence of pyridine, alcohol reacts to give alkyl chloride is an example for SNI reaction, substitution nucleophilic internal. Say if we take a chiral carbon atom, say an alcohol in which carbon connected to hydroxyl group, that carbon is connected to a different atom or group of atoms. All the four valencies of carbon is satisfied by a different atom or group of atom, then we can call it as a chiral carbon. So here this is a R configuration actually. Hydroxyl group, if I give first preference, second preference to the atom or group of atom which is represented as A, and third preference to the atom or group of atom which is represented as D, and hydrogen get the least preference. Therefore we can see it is a R configuration. How to give the R configuration or S configuration, that is explained in my previous video classes that you can find out in my playlist of this video YouTube. So this molecule when reacts with thionyl chloride, initially elimination takes place, HCl will eliminate and will get a molecule which undergoes electron rearrangement. This SO2 group, because of the S double bond O, the electron shift takes place. The lone pair of electron from the oxygen moves towards the sulfur to get converted into sulfur dioxide, SO2. That means the chiral carbon becomes positively charged, or it becomes a positive charge center. Therefore, the Cl, SCl bond will break and Cl will will be attached to the chiral carbon, or carbon containing having the partial positive charge. So this type of internal rearrangement takes place to get the corresponding final product. Therefore, this reaction, it cannot be explained with a SN1 mechanism where we are getting a racemic mixture, and it cannot be explained with the SN2 reaction where we supposed to get an inverted configuration, whereas here, if it was the originally it was R configuration, the final product is also having R configuration. That is, the stereochemistry is retained. It is an internal reaction. Stereochemistry is retained in the product. That is, if it is R, if substrate is R configuration, the final product is also R configuration. If substrate is S configuration, the final product is also S configuration. The next one, that is tetrahedral, substitution nucleophilic tetrahedral. That is, the intermediate form is having tetrahedral geometry. It is mainly given by carboxylic acids and its derivative. This, those reactions, nucleophilic reactions, can be explained with the SNTH. Say carboxylic acid derivative can be represented like this. If it is X, halogen, that is RCO or HCOX, we call them as acid halides. If it is RCOOCOR, then it becomes corresponding acid anhydride. If it is RCOOR, we call it as esters. If it is RCOOH, that is carboxylic acid itself. If it is RCONH2, it is a corresponding amides. So these molecules, carboxylic acids and their derivatives, in presence of a nucleophile, the carbonyl molecule, or the carbonyl functional group C double bond, the electron shift takes place to oxygen, so that the carbon becomes positive charge, and nucleophile will attack the carbon with that positive charge. So here the intermediate formed, it is will be having tetrahedral geometry, whereas the initial carboxylic acid and the derivatives, that is not tetrahedral geometry. It is converted into intermediate with the tetrahedral geometry. Therefore, the name tetrahedral, substitution nucleophilic tetrahedral. Now further, the intermediate, it will give the stable product. That means the substitute that halogen or the ester group or OH group or NH2 group, that has to be removed, or that we call it as a leaving group. Based on the strength of the nucleophile, the other group, it will be leaving, so that we will get the corresponding substituted product. So the rearrangement will be like this. So that group will be removed, or there we call it as a leaving group. So the decreasing order of leaving group is present here. X, if it is the it is having high tendency to act as a leaving group. Therefore, if an X halogen is present already and the nucleophile is NH2, then that reaction can happen at a faster rate. Whereas if the if the initial substrate is amide, it cannot be replaced with the halide. Therefore, the decreasing order of leaving group is also given here. Therefore, this is a generalization of the substitution nucleophilic tetrahedral reaction. It is also a bimolecular mechanism, because the slow rate determining step, both the carboxylic acid or the derivatives concentration is also included, as well as the nucleophile concentration is also included. Next one, that is substitution nucleophilic aromatic, mainly aryl halides with strong electron withdrawing groups at ortho and para positions. The nucleophilic substitution reaction takes place with the removal of halogen. Halogen will be replaced, not the other group which are there present there, which act as a strong electron withdrawing group. So it is only for halogens with ortho para positions are substituted. So here is an example, a bromo trinitrobenzene molecule, where a halogen is there, which can be removed, and both ortho position and para position we have NO2 group, which is a strong electron withdrawing group. Therefore, if another nucleophile comes and attack, it will attack to the carbon having connected to the halogen. Here it is bromine, and bromine will be eliminated. Will get the corresponding substituted nucleophilic substituted product. So here, even though the ortho positions which are having the electron withdrawing group, even though it creates a steric hindrance there, but still this reaction takes place. The electron withdrawing groups will always force the nucleophile to replace the halogen replace the halogen atom. Therefore, more ortho-substituted products having stronger reaction than ortho and para substituted. If two ortho positions are having electron withdrawing group and para position is there, this is highly reactive towards SNAR. If the para position electron withdrawing group is not there, both ortho position electron withdrawing group there, then it will be the next reactive species. And if one ortho position and one para position and not group is there, then that will be the third one. Third, we are categorizing the power of their reaction towards the nucleophilic reaction. Okay, now next one, that is substitution nucleophilic benzene reaction. Mainly alkyl halide reaction with sodamide, that is NaNH2, explained with the substitution nucleophilic benzene. Two different products are formed. To analyze the two different products, the halogen or the chlorine connected to the carbon in the benzene ring, that particular carbon, it is isotope labeled. That particular carbon, it is carbon 14. When it reacts with the sodamide, so NaNH2, we will be getting a 50-50 ratio of amines, benzyl aniline. Okay, so for the first case, aniline, in which the NH2 group is connected to the carbon bearing, the one which the benzene bearing the isotope labeled carbon or carbon 14. The other 50% yield where NH2 group is not connected to the carbon which is carbon 14. Okay, so this is explained, this phenomena or this product, based on this product obtained, the reaction intermediate is analyzed as benzene. So here in NaNH2, in which NH2 is a nucleophile, it will be removing one hydrogen from the ortho position with respect to the haloarine. That hydrogen will be removed, becomes corresponding NH2 molecule, and we'll be getting a product, intermediate product, which is known as a benzene. So this intermediate about benzene, that is explained in previous class. So here the extra double bond is formed with sp2 hybridized orbitals of these two carbon atoms by sidewise overlapping. Therefore, they are highly reactive species. So this benzene molecule further attacked by NH3, the lone pair of electron, if it approaches that pi electrons. If those pi electrons moves towards the carbon which is isotope labeled, then we will be getting the further intermediate with rearrangement. The hydrogen will be connected to the carbon with isotope label, and the final product, aniline, will be obtained, in which the NH2 group is not substituted to the carbon which was initially having the halogen atom. Whereas if the electron density on attacking NH3 to the benzene, if the electron density goes away from the carbon 14 or the carbon with isotope labeling, then the corresponding product will be NH2 with the connected to the carbon 14. So these two different products, how they obtained, based on the product format, the corresponding reaction mechanism was finalized, and we call it as a substitution nucleophilic benzene reaction. The last one, that is substitution nucleophilic diazotization, in the reaction which I arranged in the order. The last one is SN diazotization. A reaction of aniline to form diazonium salt is an example for SN diazotization. Diazotized product is formed. In C6H5NH2 reacts with the NaNO2 and HCl or HONO at 0 to 5 degrees Celsius to give corresponding benzene diazonium salt. So the detailed reaction mechanism of diazotization, SN diazotization, and SN1 and SN2 will be explained in the coming classes. So hope this much is understood, this much was clear to you. Please do like this video, share this video to those who are in need. Thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.